Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back until you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, come on in, everybody. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the hood table. And let me show you something. Can you see? The hood table. Oh, matter of fact, let me just put the camera. See if I can put the camera down. See that there? Yes. I done went out and got some t-shirt designs. Well, at least, just one to start with. Trying to figure out, what type of design or what I'm really feeling for the design for t-shirts for, the Hood Table brand. And so this is one of them, but I will be checking out other things as well, like different designs, and because I want to get us started on some merch and have y'all be able to purchase some merch if y'all want to represent the Hood Table brand, but yeah, so this one is kind of cool. I hope you can see it real well. I know this green screen and the light makes it a little difficult, but hopefully you can see it well. Also, I did post it on our Facebook page. I don't think I posted it on IG yet. I need to post it on IG yet and Twitter, but I haven't yet, but I will, I promise. But anyway, y'all, we're going to discuss the have and the have-nots. We're going to review that season 7, episode 7 and 8. Actually, let's see. I think I'm all caught up. See, I be getting these shows mixed up. Okay, because hold on, let me reposition myself. Okay. Now, yesterday I did a review on Sisters. Today is the have and have nots. And I'm just actually getting into this other TV show on what is it called? Hold on, let me turn my little television back on. There's a show called, I think it's called Cherish the Day. Have y'all heard about it? Have y'all been watching it? It has Cicely Tyson on there. It's now on episode 4, so I'm about to binge watch it and probably do a review tomorrow. But Power Them went off, so I'm trying to find another show to replace that with. So I think I might try that. See how you guys like those reviews. But anyway, on your way in, make sure you hit the like button, share if you like, and subscribe to the channel, please and thank you. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with Katherine. Now, Katherine and Wyatt. They are both still locked up, and they're both like in jail for almost the same reason. Katherine is in there for murder. Wyatt is in there for attempted murder. Son and daughter both in jail. Katherine received a visit from her lawyer, Marty, who actually told her that Jim wasn't dead. She, for the entire time she's been in jail, she's been thinking that Jim was dead. So has Wyatt. He's actually in there bragging about, killing his dad and not feeling a bit of guilt, for that. And then Marty comes in and lets her know that Jim is not dead, But basically, the Salazar family, the lady that she murdered, Salazar family, they are suing her a wrongful death, lawsuit against her and Jim. And it would have been just against Katherine, but the fact that George, he had evidence of his association, of Jim's trying to steal evidence from them. So they're filing a wrongful death suit against her and Jim. So he suggested that she hide every penny of her assets, which is a lie. She has a lot of money, all kind of different businesses, including the Artesian Hotel. And so he suggested that she, puts it in somebody else's name, somebody else that she can trust. Definitely not Jim. Jim can't handle his own finances. First of all, the money that he had, Candice still has, and he's still trying to get that money from her while he's laid up in the hospital. But yeah, so she decides to put it in Hannah's name, and Maria's like, "Your maid? You want to put it in your maid's name?" But that's not her maid. Katherine has let it be known for a long time that Hannah is more than just her maid. Even though all the things that they done been through, Jim and Catherine's son Wyatt, accidentally, running over their son long time ago, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff that Wyatt's done. Jim done kidnapped Hannah's son, had him, kidnap and held for ransom. He's done a lot of things to their family, but they're still friends. Katherine still considers themselves friends. Hannah still considers herself a friend of Katherine's. So she's willing to do that. She's willing to be the POA. She was a little bit hesitant at first about being the executive of her state or power of attorney of her estate. But when she found out that she would have the strings to all the purchases, she will be holding the strings to all the purses, and Jim will have to come to her for money. That made her feel a little better about the situation, made her feel a little better about, accepting to be the power of attorney, because I think she would relish in the fact of Jim groveling at her feet for every bit of pennies that he needs from her. And then the fact that he still hasn't got the $8 million back from Candice, but that's going to change. That's going to change because he was having some goons of his hold Hannah's son Benny for hostage for that $8 million back, to convince Benny's sister, crazy, to give that $8 million back, which she wanted to do because she don't want her brother touched, harmed, killed, or anything. She loves Benny way more than anybody else in the world, way more than herself, way more than her mother. And so she's willing, Candice is willing to give him that money back. Benny, on the other hand, I don't understand. I don't get why he really wanted her to keep that money. The boy has been kidnapped. His life has been threatened, and he still wants her to keep that money. Like, you want your sister to run off into the night with $8 million and never come back? Like, that's your sister. So she's supposed to keep this man's money, run off, never see you or her mother ever again? It doesn't make sense to me. And at first she was like, no, Benny. No, I gotta save your life. You're my brother. I love you. I'm gonna get this man back his money. But then after speaking to Mitch made her feel a little bit more comfortable about keeping all that money of Jim's. And he convinces her that he will make sure that Jim doesn't touch her, doesn't harm her, doesn't harm Benny. And why? Because he's a Malone. And I actually saw the previews of the next episode, and I did see Candice and Mitch walking up into Jim's hospital room. So I don't know what's going to happen up in that hospital room, but I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime and in between time, Candice, she went to the bank, had her brother Benny, still thinking, and her mother had them still thinking, because her mother wants them to get that money back too. She wants her to give all that $8 million back to Jim. because of course she don't wasn't her son. She wants him back. He's been kidnapped, he's been rescued, and she don't want no parts of that anymore. So Candice goes to the bank with Benny and supposedly supposed to be wiring that $8 million back to Jim. And she tells the banker only give back $8.25. Or was it 35 cents? I think it was $8.35. Benny's up there like, hold up. You're not giving him the $8 million back? Nope. She's giving him $8.35. And then she's going to give Benny, her brother, $1 million. Hey Lena, what's going on? How you doing? You said you never watched the show, so I'm lost. Have a great day. You have a great day too. Are you at home today? I know you normally be working like all the time. But thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so she's gonna give her brother Benny $1 million. She's giving Jim back only $8.35, and she's gonna keep the rest for herself. I want to see how this is all gonna play out because Mitch Malone said he's gonna protect Candice. You know what? I still truly believe that Mitch has a thing for Candice. I mean, there's been like little subtle signs, over the seasons, especially this season, of him seeming to really, have feelings for Candice. So I wonder if this is what this all about, like him proving, that he can be her protector or whatnot. I don't know. But I wouldn't want no parts of that family. First of all, the family is racist. Now, Mitch, he's not racist. He's not racist. His best friend is Benny, who's black. And he has feelings, I believe, for Candice, who's black. And everything that's ever happened to Benny, like when he used to when he had borrowed money from their family and then tried to give it right back without paying any interest on it, and they were going to kill him. He talked them out of it, made them, settle the debt and whatnot. So I know Mitch is not racist, but his family still is. So I know Candice ain't trying to have no parts of that family. But anywho. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen next week, because again in the previews they showed Candice and Mitch walking up in Jim's hospital room, and he was like looking at them. And he had just got off the phone from his I think it was his accountant or somebody saying, did the wire go through? Did she put my $8 million back in the account? And they was like, no, it was actually $8.35. $8.35. So yeah, I'm sure he's not going to be too pleased about that. Now as far as Landon and the president-elect Charles and Oliver, what do y'all think about that storyline? Like, I'm trying to figure out if Landon is still possibly in love with president-elect Charles, because just by the way that he's acting and just how he's treating Oliver so badly, like why is he giving Oliver so much grief? Do y'all think he's still in love with the president-elect Charles? He was really, really, really head over heels for him, and Charles wasn't trying to have it. He's straight. He was in love with Candice. He had to let Candice go, protect his image since he's running for the president. And then he fired Landon, hired Oliver, but then had to bring Landon back in because he wasn't totally satisfied with, the way Oliver was handling his new position. So Landon is back, but ever since he's been back, he's been giving Oliver a lot of grief. And Oliver isn't having it. He's like, I'm sick of you embarrassing me and humiliating me in front of Charles. But why was he getting so emotional? Landon was tripping. He was like, hold up. Is he crying? Like, is he crying? Like, ain't no crying in politics. Ain't no tears in politics. Little old Oliver. Oh, my God. I was trying to, I think I was feeling bad for him. I'm like, it's funny though, because it's like, okay, I don't know if Oliver, I'm starting to think that maybe Oliver even really likes the president as well. Is Oliver gay? I don't recall if he ever, you know, talked about his sexual orientation, if he was gay, if he was straight or not, because sometimes I have a feeling that Oliver even likes the president elect. And so maybe them two is just pining over his. I'm trying to get somebody's trying to get the most attention from the president and trying to get the other one let go. But anyway, Oliver told him, quit trying to embarrass me. And then the attorney general, Charles has the attorney general show up only to let him know that he's going to be replaced, and he's going to be replaced by Senator Conley, who we all know is Elvin. Y'all remember Elvin, Sandra's husband from the Cosby Show. I'm so glad to see him acting again because, again, I had mentioned before how somebody had seen him, I think, working at Home Depot or no, not Home Depot. It was at a grocery store. I can't remember the name of the grocery store. If y'all can remember, put it in the chat. But somebody has seen him, I think it was Whole Foods or somewhere, and they had seen him working at a grocery store, and they took a picture and they posted it all over. It got posted all over social media, and people were teasing him, about him, not having a job, working at a grocery store like us common folk, when he used to be, on the Cosby Show for years. But anyway, Tyler Perry decided, enough humiliation for this man. I'm going to pick him up and I'm going to give him a job. He's on several TV shows now. He is on several TV shows. I can't remember the other show that he's on, but I was watching it. I was like, hold up, Elvin's over here too. But anyway, so he's going to replace him with the Senator Conway. But, he's trying to find out what all the general had on him, like what all he was up to in his campaign, because of course we know that he was trying to prevent Charles from becoming president. So that's what he has him investigated right now, Senator Conley. He was like, this is your first job of business, to find out what the heck is up with, this senator. But so he's going to find out, what the old senator, or should I say the current attorney general, is up to, dig into his operation, into his campaign, and find out, what's been going on in that party. So we're going to see, what that turns up probably next episode. Now, as far as though Jeffrey, I know y'all waiting on me to get on Jeffrey and David and Madison. Okay, hey Miss Hall, how you doing, love? Thanks for tuning in for my afternoon lunch break review of the Have and Have Nots. What do y'all think about Jeffrey, Madison, and David? Like, okay, last episode, David came home. He found, a lot of people in the house. They was cleaning up the mess, wiping up the blood, from the attack and from the few people who was murdered in the house when Veronica sent them goons to try to kill her husband, David, and their son, Jeffrey, who she despises because he's gay and she cannot make him turn straight. So anyway, he comes home and they're cleaning up and everything, and he's with Madison. Madison. I didn't realize how much Madison really likes Jeffrey, but we sure found out this last episode when Jeffrey offered Madison his room to take a nap. I already knew it was a done deal. I knew it would lead to them eventually falling into the bed accidentally. But I didn't realize that David might bust in on them, but he sure did. He got a surprise of his life. Madison, boy. Woo, woo, woo. And Madison, he's really hot. He is really hot. I mean, his physique, his body, his face, his smile. I mean, he's really, really a handsome guy. And so is Jeffrey. I think they look good together. Definitely better than Jeffrey and Justin. But oh, when Justin finds out. When Justin find out, he's going to be even more disturbed than David. Now, David, David, his father is not homophobic. He's not homophobic. It was just a shock. I mean, it would be a shock to me, even if I see my son, who is straight, having sex with a girl, and I bust in. I'm like, oh, God, no, what did I see? Take it back, take it back. But, to see him with a guy, if you're not homophobic, it's not going to totally like make you just flip the heck out and just act so disgusted about it. You're just going to be appalled. Like, oh my God, I can't believe, lock the door. Why can't you lock the door? What other show was that I was, what other show was that we was talking about something on YouTube and duh, the lady who was murdered. The lady who was murdered after witnessing those two guys having sex together, and then she was murdered, and everybody on YouTube and social media is like, why didn't these dudes lock the door? Like, if y'all want to be on the down low and y'all don't want nobody to know y'all having sex, why would y'all be having sex somewhere with the door unlocked? I mean, lock the door. Lock the windows, turn on the security alarm, make sure the house is secure so nobody will come in and bust y'all, getting it in, with each other. But anyway, that's a whole different storyline from what's going on in the have and the have-nots. You said just cray. It is, girl, Madison's body is all that. I was like, oh my God. You wouldn't have never knew that with all those scrubs he'd be wearing at the hospital. But child, yes, that Indianapolis lady that was killed. I was like, man, why they didn't lock the door? But anyway, Jeffrey and them should have locked the door as well. I mean, you was not in your own house. You're not in your own home. Your father owns that home. He could come in any second, and that he did. And he was truly disturbed. And then he went and told Jim. He went to visit Jim at the hospital, and he told Jim, man, you is not going to believe what I saw. And Jim, his crazy ass, he's up there. Really? Tell me, what happened? What did you see? Describe it to me. Explain it to me. Jim is a nut. I don't know if it's the medicine that they got him on in the hospital, but he is a nut. But man, okay. Jim, Celine, Veronica. Okay, I'm kind of confused about not Celine. Okay, we're going to hold off on her for a second. But Veronica, David, Jim, and his wife, Katherine. Like, are these undercover swingers or something? Can you believe Veronica was up there telling Jim that, oh, Jim, did David tell you? I mean, did you tell David that we slept together before? And then, matter of fact, we slept together a second time when we was drunk. And Jim's up there denying it. He's in denial. No, that didn't happen. David, don't believe her. Don't believe her. That didn't happen. Veronica must have went to describing a mole at the bottom of his belly line. Oh my God, Jim was like, you don't believe her, David, do you? He said, yes, I do. And then he goes on to tell Jim how he slept with Katherine. Like, I don't get it. If they not swingers, they should be. If they aren't swingers, then they should be. Jim is sleeping with Veronica on more than one occasion, and David slept with Katherine on the night that Jim and Katherine was to get married. I can't believe it. I'm up there like, and I'm disgusted because, first of all, I can't stand Veronica. I cannot stand Veronica. So who would want to, I don't understand. Who would want to sleep with her? And it ain't because she's just like ugly or unattractive. She's a demon. She's Satan's spawn. She's evil. But then again, so is Jim. So is Jim. So that's probably the connection right there. But Katherine and David? I mean, Katherine and David. I don't know what the attraction. I, I don't know. I don't know. But anywho, that just threw me back. I was gagging, y'all. I was appalled to find that information out. But so anyway, they didn't let it all out the bag. Jim knows all about David sleeping with his wife. David knows all about Jim sleeping with his wife. They might as well become swingers. They might as well. I mean, Katherine, I can see her stepping out on Jim because just Jim never married her for the right reasons anyway. He only married her for her money, for her estate, because she comes from wealth. She ain't rich. They wealthy. But, you know, she was sleeping around with a lot of younger guys, some of her employees at the Artesian Hotel. So I can picture her stepping out on Jim and maybe sleeping with his friend, maybe to get back with him, because Jim was actually sleeping with all of his secretaries, and he was actually sleeping with the head maid of the house. When she was working there, Celine, who is his baby mama of his two sons, who is now, with the help of Veronica, suing him for back child support and sexual harassment for when she used to work for them, when she used to be a maid. Now, you said David and Katherine. No! That's what I said, Miss Hawk. I was like, no, say it ain't so. Say it. I can't even picture it. I really can't. I can't picture David and his own wife together, because Veronica she's a demon. She's Satan's spawn. I'm like, who would want to even touch her? All she needs is a tail and two ears on top of her head. But anywho, Celine, she has decided, you know, the episode before, Celine, she had went over Veronica's house. Veronica told her that she can help her, you know, with a lawsuit, you know, suing Jim for back child support, and she wants to throw sexual harassment in there as well. Now, Celine wasn't thinking nothing about no sexual harassment. It wasn't really sexual harassment, was it? I mean, she was in love with Jim. Jim just wanted to sleep with her. But now that Jim don't want her anymore, and he didn't cut them off, he didn't the payments and stuff, but he can't pay them if he ain't got no money. All he has now is $8.35, because that's all Candice is giving back Jim. $8.35. That's all Candice wired back into his account. So he ain't got no money to pay no child support, and it's a good thing. It's a very good thing that Marty went down to the jail to visit Katherine and let her know that she needs to put her money in somebody else's name, because of the simple fact that not only is Jim being sued and has a sexual assault and back child support and all that, but Katherine, she has all this money. She has all these companies and businesses. She has the Artesian Hotel. This wealth has been handed down to her from generation to generation. She can't lose all that money. Candice got Jim's $8 million. Oh, he has nothing. Miss Hogg, $8.35. He ain't even got enough to buy a combo from McDonald's. He ain't even got enough to buy a Happy Meal from McDonald's. Lord have mercy. I just cannot wait till next episode to see Jim's face when he realizes who is holding the strings to the purse, to the pocketbook. When he finds out it's Hannah, oh my God. His face is going to drop to the floor when he finds out it's Hannah. But anywho, you guys, y'all make sure you guys like this video. I just wanted to come in, spend a little time with y'all on my lunch break to go over this show, to go over the last episode of the Have and Have Nots. The episode pretty soon will be going into a break. So I think next episode 9. I can't remember what the name of the episode is going to be called, but I think after that one, I think it's going to go into like a mid-season break or something like that. So again, if y'all have been watching that show, the new show, Cherish the Day, I'm going to start reviewing that probably, if not tomorrow, it might be Saturday, because tomorrow night I'm actually supposed to be reviewing this book that I have posted on our Facebook page. And I think I posted it on IG, but the book is called Three Bodies Burning. It's a book with about 54, 55 chapters in it. And I'm going to review it in segments. So tomorrow night, I'm going to review chapters 1 through 18. You said, call me Miss Hannah. Thank you, Miss Hall. Do you know how much that was getting on my nerves when Jim kept telling them, call me Mr. Jim. It's Mr. Jim to y'all. Hannah was like, oh, she going to get you that money. I ain't calling you that, but she gonna get you that money. I'm like, you ain't back on no doggone plantation talking about Mr. Jim and he calling them girl and stuff. Ooh, Hannah, when she jumped on top of Jim's bed, I was hollering. I like, get him. Because, you know, Hannah, she's like real religified and stuff. And her Christianity just couldn't take so much humiliation. So she finally snapped when she thought that her son Benny had been killed by Jim's goons. She must have jumped up on his bed. That nurse came in there. Oh my God, that was funny. That was everything. But yeah, tomorrow night I'm going to be reviewing that book. I had actually read it years ago. It's a true crime story that took place in Omaha, Nebraska, and it has to do with the Mexican cartel from Mexico, a real live Mexican cartel, y'all, and some drug dealers and gang members in my city. It's about a crime with 3 people being murdered back in 2005, and the book is about it's like firsthand. The book is okay. The person who wrote the book, he was a detective assigned to the case, and he was like the head detective on the case to solve the crime of who murdered these 3 bodies. I mean, these 3 people, and it's called Three Bodies Burning because the people who were murdered, they were found in a fire. Somebody had reported a fire. Police came out. He realized it was actually 3 bodies burning in the fire. So they had to find out, you know, through some really good police work and investigation, who was responsible for these murders. And they had to go all around the world, basically, before they saw the crime, including dealing with, you know, people who were involved with the Mexican cartel, lots of drugs, and some Midwest gang members and drug dealers from my city, Omaha, Nebraska. So if y'all ain't never heard of that story or heard of the book, it's Three Bodies Burning, true life crime thriller. It's about a story that took place in 2005 when people were found burning. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to review chapters 1 through 18 tomorrow night. If you would like to check out the book, I read it again. I read it years and years ago when the book first came out, but I'm rereading the book to do the review. I got it off of Amazon Kindle for $5, and you know, downloaded it on my phone and on my iPad. So yeah, if you're interested in that book, check it out. But anyway, tonight, me and my co-host Karma Diva, tonight we're going to be discussing the little girl, 6-year-old, the 6-year-old who was arrested for a temper tantrum, and I think it was in South Carolina. We're going to be discussing that story. And also tonight we're going to be discussing Snoop again. Snoop was actually on Jada Pinkett's show called The Red Table Talk, which is on Facebook. Now, most of y'all know I got the hood table kind of from Jada Pinkett's The Red Table. our show, our platform is like a little spin, a different spin from Jada Pinkett's bougie Red Table. So yes, that's where I got the idea from. I was trying to think of something to name this channel, and I just wanted it to be different. And so I am a fan of the Red Table, and one day it just hit me. I was like, the hood table. But hers is the Red Table. Ours is the hood table. So a little bit different. And our content and our swag is a little bit different as well. But yes, Florida, that 6-year-old, yes, that was arrested, Miss Hall. We're going to be discussing that story tonight and the Snoop Dogg story, because Jada Pinkett Smith, she had Snoop Dogg. Ooh, check it out, Miss Hall. She had Snoop Dogg on her show. And they were discussing how he had went off on Gayle King about her interview with Lisa Leslie, and also, about his mom, basically, getting upset with him about what he did, his apology, the whole night. So yeah, we're going to be discussing that tonight. And then again, tomorrow night, I'm going to be reviewing that book, Three Bodies Burning, chapters 1 through 18. So yes, please, everybody, make sure you again like this video. If you're just now coming in, like the video, rewind the video, check it out from the beginning. And Miss Hogg, if you missed the Red Table Talk, please watch that episode with Snoop Dogg. That was really interesting. And make sure y'all have the notification bell hit on this channel so you can always know when we're going live or when we upload videos. But in the meantime and in between, as usual, you guys, thanks for everybody tuning in on my lunch break for this Have and Have Nots review. And make sure you tune in tonight to me and Carmel Diva, or should I say Carmel Diva and I, while we have some The Hood Table Talk tonight. 9 o'clock, y'all. I'm going to post a notification in a little bit, so the notification will go out, but it will be 9 o'clock tonight. And tomorrow, my review on the Three Bodies Burning book will also be at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. That notification is already posted, so I just got to post the one that we're doing tonight on Snoop Dogg and on that little girl in Florida who was arrested for a temper tantrum. That is crazy, y'all. Crazy. But anyway, y'all. Yep, 9 p.m. tonight, Miss Hall. We'll be on here 9 p.m. tonight. So everybody, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed. And I'm out. Deuces.